Om Shanti. To be in the physical dimension, to be in the film, and at the same time to be awake for the truth, which is who am I? Where did I came from? Where am I? And where will I go to? Today in the class of the beautiful Supreme Teacher is teaching me to die a living death. This is to be in truth, to die for this illusion, to die to the requests of the demons that are addicted to the physical dimension and to the role of this character in this episode. To die alive is to bring life to the real ones that are behind the masks, that have fallen asleep. The first step of this dying a living death is to actually be aware of who am I, be aware of where did I came from, and be aware of where will I go to. This dying is incognito dying. It's inner dying. The non-physical battle happens in an incognito way as well. It happens inside the mind, and inside the mind the demons are fighting not to die. And the Supreme Beautiful Teacher is teaching me how to battle, how to master the enemy that is constantly fighting and bringing life into this cemetery, in this Capristan that is the stage of the physical dimension. So attention is needed to notice what's happening inside the mind. A majority of the time, thoughts associated with the story are making the story and the film bigger, are giving and therefore giving life to the story that is a dead story. Lifeless is the physical dimension. Only the real ones are bringing life into this death story. So this dying alive is a point for the real ones, or the real I, to be awake. By dying alive to the story, to the physical dimension, the real I gets stronger. This is easier to achieve when there is another dimension, another reality alive in me, in my consciousness. That other dimension is an invisible dimension, and that dimension is actually the truth. And by being aware and by being there, by experiencing the other dimension, there is even if for a few seconds there is not a wanting to come to the illusion and to the film. That incognito, that incorporeal dimension is actually the truth. The incorporeal world, the soul world, the subtle regions, the regions of angels, the combined form of the beautiful Supreme Soul and the angelic soul of Brahma, the constant company of Shiva, my angelic form in the angelic dimension, the experience of those little dots, those little tiny points of light. All of these subjects are indeed the truth, and they are part of that incognito dimension, and a dimension full of light. And by experiencing that dimension, by experiencing that light, that world, that dimension becomes stronger, and a pull for it becomes stronger as well. To die a living death is indeed to be in truth. But as said before, it's important to notice, because the enemy doesn't want to die. He's already dead, but he doesn't know. And it's very dangerous to have an enemy that he doesn't know that he doesn't know. So to be in the experience and the awareness of who am I, where did I came from, where am I, and where will I go to, is to die alive. To die alive to the illusion of this story, this physical dimension, and to create light into that beautiful incognito, incorporeal dimension. Those beautiful beings, they are always inside those masks, and they are actually asleep, as I, the real I, majority of times I'm asleep as well. So it's so beautiful when it's possible to experience who I am, and then at the same time seeing these puppets on bicycles, puppets running, puppets inside the cars, but at the same time be aware that those little tiny dots are inside those puppets. They are just being mastered and made slaves of the demons, because now it's that part of the film where the demon and lowest consciousness is in charge. So let me be awake, and by that let me contribute to shine light in the real family of these beautiful beings. I am a being of light.